Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Radiator. Today it's kind of a different vlog because we're here with the Honda at the Kawasaki dealer, and as you might have guessed, it's closed. It's Sunday, but on Tuesday I will have my test ride on the Z900A2, and I finally got that because I don't know, they weren't very cooperative to give me a test ride. And I kind of lost track of the Z900, to be honest, in my race in finding a new bike. And so far my race has been as in there were 3 on the list, which was the Honda CB500X 4-cylinder. Then there was a Suzuki GSX S750 4-cylinder. Then the Triumph Street Triple S 660, and then, as I said, I kind of lost track of the Z900, which has actually this year a new display, which actually is very good for me because I like all these gadgets, and a few other things like full LED finally, and what else? Traction control. And so it's up to par with all the other bikes now in this class. Only the MT-07, which has of course their fan base, but you know, it's kind of outdated at the moment. I'm sure and I hope for Yamaha that they will update this for next year because I'm just not looking at MT-07 anymore, because it's, for me, okay, the power and everything, but everything, the whole package has to be good for me. I'm going to go the same route which I will be doing on Tuesday now with the Z900. I kind of know the road already, but I just want to make sure that I know it by heart, and so I can go quickly into the mountains. I know they will probably tell me, okay, you have 20 minutes, but you know, I cannot test ride this in 20 minutes. So let's go into the mountains from here, from the Kawasaki dealer with the CB500X. If you came to this channel looking for CB500X material, this is for you. But on the other hand, of course, I'm very close in selling this bike. I know it has a big fan base as well, and I'm kind of getting sick of all these fanboys on YouTube. Really, it's really terrible for me. You know, I don't have a specific brand. You know, I'm not a fanboy of Kawasaki or whatever. I just like the product which I like, and if there's something wrong with it, I will say. And there's so many people who just get so angry about this, you know, and I'm kind of really getting sick of this. Anyways, this is a ride on the CB500X into the mountains, trying to procreate my test ride for the Z900 on Tuesday. So let's go from here with the Z900. We just think this is the Z900, and we'll go where I wanted to go on Tuesday. So from here, it's kind of a little bit tricky to get on the autovia because this is all industrial area and kind of shitty to go to navigate from. So we have to go around this industrial area a little bit, and quite a far out to get onto the autovia, which is actually just very close from here. But we'll do it anyways now. Yeah, about the, it's kind of strange to talk about the Z900 now since I'm on the CB500X. Maybe I should be more talking about the CB500X now, because you know, I know how YouTube works now, and so people don't really you know, I don't have a big fan base on YouTube. I mean, these 1,000 subscribers, that is very nice, thank you very much, but I know that only really a fraction of them are actually watching my other videos. You know, they just kind of bookmark me or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's how YouTube works. So I basically only discovered with finding stuff about the CB500X, and then there you go. But you know, you didn't watch, or you're not going to watch this channel because you've watched my other videos. If that is wrong, please correct me, but that's what I see from the statistics, that only really a fraction of you are actually regular customers and not new customers. So yeah, prove me wrong here and let me know in the comments if that is not true. But I don't think the statistics are lying, huh? So yeah, but what I can say about the CB500X, since we're on it here now, and I don't want to talk to the Z900, although I want to talk about the Z900 now because I'm kind of hyped about the test ride. It will be my my first test ride on this bike, you know, since I know a little bit more. I have a little bit more kilometers experience on bikes. Not very much, because I cannot really get to riding them that often as I want because of my work, but still I'm trying to, and I have more experience now than before, obviously. I mean, that's natural. And I want to see what it feels like now, since I have a little bit more maybe confidence in riding, and although I know the Z900 is very powerful, but we'll see, you know, if it is actually more fun. And also on the Triumph, which I test rode the other day, that was a lot of fun, because I think I kind of, you know, got accustomed to that fairly quickly, and then, you know, it was a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm just talking so much crap again here, and yeah, let's talk about the CB500X. Why am I going to sell the CB500X? Let me see, where do I have to go? Oh, we can go straight. Well, the thing is, it does not really, I mean, from the moment I bought it, you know, it was just an economical decision. Economical as in price-wise, it was the best bang for the buck. And it has the lowest insurance rate here in Spain, for that matter, for fully insured, you know, stuff like that, without deductible. What else? Yeah, it was just, and it uses the littlest, I don't know what is the right word for this, gas in the market. I mean, in this class, I usually go around 3 liters per 100. Okay, I'm not going as crazy as some other people. Okay, I have to go here. And of course, on a different bike, on a bigger bike, or on a bike with more cylinders, it will be a bit more. But then, you know, I really have to consider it as my hobby, and then of course I have to pay for my hobby. How do we go here? I think we can go here. Yeah. And then we finally get on the autovia to go into the mountains. That's what I wanted to do on Tuesday. So I don't know if they let me, or maybe they have in the tank like only 2 liters to not let me. You never know, you know. I mean, they never make the tank full for a test ride. I think that's actually intentional, because they don't want you to stray too far. I do think that. Anyways, where do we go here? Okay, we have to go here. Yeah, about the CB500X. Okay, so it was the cheapest, most economical decision for me, because for me always money matters. And so that's why I bought it basically. And at that time when I bought it, I didn't have any more money, like 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 euro more to get like a 3 or 4 cylinder. So that was the obvious choice for me. But now, I mean, I still don't have very much money, but I still have the money for this bike, which I can use to buy the new bike and as a trade-in. And yeah, I didn't change the man the what do you call this, auto orientation. I hate that when that happens. Anyways, but I was getting kind of sick. I mean, I think still it has enough power for me, and I still think 48 horsepower is enough for me. I don't know how it's going to be when I open up my other bike, when I have my license, my full license next year. It probably will be a difference to night and day, but I don't want to think about this as of yet. Yeah, but I saw this somehow for me, you know, I'm always talking about me, so don't put it on you or whatever. For me there was always this kind of feeling missing, you know, when you say, okay, the engine is too quiet, or the sound, the exhaust note is too quiet. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. You can change your muffler, blah blah blah, but I don't want to do all this, you know. I'm always considering the money. And a new muffler is, I don't know, from another 5 to 1,000 euro and stuff like that. So I always go with the standard equipment, you know, and I will compare the standard equipment. And yeah, so I don't know, do I have to go into the other lane here? Maybe I have to. Where was I? Now I keep forgetting my train of thought here again. Yeah, for buying this bike, and yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. And anyways, there is not much. Okay, also there are some things that I didn't like, you know. And I didn't really put that as a big advertisement here on my channel and stuff like that. But there are also some things that kind of annoy me on the CB500X, and since there are so many fanboys out there, you know, it's really hard to say something because you just get screamed down from them. For me, you know, everybody is different. So for me, some things, you know, that matter more than to others, and I don't understand why, you know, some people don't understand this. Anyways, let's see what else. Okay, we have like the sound from the CB500X. Okay, it's probably better than on any other 500 bike. It's got this popping and stuff like that, but there's no real emotion, nothing really there, you know, when you turn the throttle, for me at least. When you come to 100, about 6,000 RPM, then I really hate it, because it gets quite a lot of vibrations. The engine sounds like it doesn't want to go any further, although it can. I know it can. But here, you know, in Spain, we always, I mean, at least I do, I always go around 100, 120. I never ever go any faster, you know. And in that band, it is like now, you know, it doesn't feel really comfortable, you know. It's kind of strong vibration starting and stuff like that. And if I compare this, for example, to a scooter, to a 300 scooter, which I test rode, the X-Max 300, for example, if I go 120 whatever, I don't have any of these problems, you know. So, and the 300, I think, what is it? Is it one cylinder? I'm not sure. Two cylinder? Probably 2 cylinders. But I don't have any of these problems there, and I don't really like it. I mean, 100 is not really fast, and why is it kind of starts, you know, vibrating and stuff like that, and giving me not a headache, but, you know, I can feel it in the seat now, you know. Now it's 100, I can feel it in the seat, I can feel it in the handlebar. It's nothing really serious, but it's like, feels like you're going 180 already, you know, and I don't really like that. So that said, this is the first thing that I don't like. The second thing is the windscreen. I told you over 300 times already before. because with a windscreen you always think, oh cool, a windscreen that will protect you from the wind. But on the CB500X it's not true. I put this thing up there, also it's not true, it doesn't help much. So and I've had a lot of feedback on that as well, so people please try not to correct me. No, you can do this, you can adjust this and that. I did all this, so thank you very much. But this is just what I feel like, you know, and I'm not really stupid, you know, when I tell you all this, you know. So so what are the other things? Okay, these are the two major things. Let me think. Well, nothing else, you know. I don't want to make it a bad bike. It is not a bad bike. It is good for me as I was a beginner. It was for me a good beginner bike. Maybe it's also good for traveling because of the pillion seat. It's, you know, fairly comfortable, I'd say, and the seating position, which will not be like that on the naked ones that I'm looking at the moment. But how many times do I go with a pillion? Maybe once a month, maybe even less. So, I mean, I really have to neglect this thought about this, you know? You have to make compromises on it for this as well. So, yeah, these are the three with the sound, the vibrations and the windscreen. The three things that I don't like. I mean, it has a lot of plus points as well. Oh, we have to go here. See, next time when we do this, we don't have to do that much talking, so that we don't lose track of the track here. So, yeah, this is the stuff that I always wanted to tell you, but you know, really these fanboys from different kind of brands and bikes, they really do make me sick, you know, that you cannot just say what you want on this channel or on YouTube in general, then some person is coming and just telling you, yeah. And really, I'm sorry, but I'm really getting sick of this, you know. Everybody has a different opinion, and if you looking, you know what, that's what I do, you know. If I'm looking for a bike, you know, if I'm interested in a bike on YouTube, and I put in like Z900, okay? I put in Z900, then I watch the review or test ride or whatever, and I see, okay, this guy, oh, he has some negative points. He, you know, I don't know, the wind flow or the windshield or the engine is strange or whatever. I'll take it in, you know. Why do I always have to criticize people for telling me that? You know, that's their opinion, and I should be thankful for this, you know, because they just add up to the, you know, okay, other people had positive thoughts, you have these negative, and then you say, okay, you balance this, you know, in your head. You say, okay, what is actually important for me, you know, and not always, you know, just criticize everything people say, you know. I really, I'm sorry, I'm just starting to, I have to quit on this now, but this really, on YouTube, this really drives me absolutely mad, these people. Anyway, so let's quit about this. I gave you all the negative points here on the CB500X. Let's enjoy the road that I'll be taking with the Z900 on Tuesday, which you will be probably not interested in watching this video, because you're interested in the CB500X, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on it, right? And I'm interested now in the Z900, which I'm test riding Tuesday. Yeah, I also want to do a sound check up there with a little tripod that I have, and I want to put my wireless Go on it to see if last time I didn't have the audio adapter with me, and this time hopefully I have, and I want to make also some, you know, to give you the sound of the bike I'm testing, which I think is also very important. Of course, it's also very important when you ride it. I think with my setup at the moment, I know it will always change, you know, and with the helmet that you're wearing and stuff like that. And at the moment with this helmet and how it is, and my microphone, thank God, the sound from the bike actually you can hear not really that well, but you know, you get a good impression, I think, and that is important to some vloggers. The sound, you know, you only hear their talking and don't hear the bike at all, and that really is not good for me. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting sidetracked again here. Let's go to our little place where we can stop and enjoy the bike, look at the bike. It is a nice road. Actually, if you continue on this road, if you're ever in this area here, Malaga area, it is a very nice road, although it's sometimes a little bit too small for maybe going faster. But for me, that's more than enough, you know, since as you can see there are no middle markers or medians, whatever you call them, median. And so sometimes in the curves that's kind of dangerous, you know. Yeah, see, I mean, the CB500 has loads of power, but somehow I never use it. Maybe because I don't like the engine sound too much. I don't like to rev it, or I don't know what it is, you know. Maybe it's a very subjective opinion or impression that you get when you ride different bikes, because each of these bikes, they give you a different feeling, you know. Like with an adventure bike, maybe you don't really want to rev it that much. With a super sport, you want to rev it and put it in the curves like a crazy maniac. You know, so you know what I mean, right? So yeah, since on paper at least they say, you know, they all have 48 horsepower. It's fairly easy, should be fairly easy to compare. However, of course, you know, this bike I think has 43 Newton meter, as I might remember correctly, and the other ones, you know, the bigger ones, you know, they have around 60, or actually the Z900, I think the A2 version. It's very hard to get this data. Sometimes they just hide it, you know, what the torque is for the A2 version. And I saw some info that the Z900 A2 has 77 Newton meter. That might be true, actually, I don't know. And the full version, I mean the 95 horsepower, has around 90 something Newton meter, so that's a lot more than all the other bikes in this category, although I have to admit it has a much more displacement, you know. Anyways, let's park here. Yeah, that's all I have to say for you at the moment with the CB500X. And my decision in selling it. I have another one. I have a little scooter, the Yamaha 600 NMAX, and actually I was thinking of getting rid of that as well and getting a bigger scooter like the 300. Yeah, thanks very much for watching this. Finally I made the decision to tell you this stuff, and I wonder, let's see how many negative comments I get and fanboys comments about this. You know, I'm saying once again, you know, I'm not a fanboy of anything, you know, and okay, maybe except SpaceX, but that's about it. You know, bikes, I'm never am, you know, and if there's something negative, I will say, I mean, at least I will think about this. I will not say it because on YouTube we are not allowed to say any negative things about things. Anyways, thanks very much for watching. This is Banner Rider out. Take care. Bye bye.